Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different on the channel. So the sunroof motor, I believe, in my wife's 2010 Buick Enclave has stopped working. So the switch doesn't work. I tried replacing the switch. That didn't work. I tested to make sure there was power to the switch, and there was. So I'm going to try and replace the motor to see if maybe we can get this thing back up and running. Before we get started, I just want to show you guys that it does indeed not work. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn the ignition on real quick and then show you that the sunroof will not open or close. See, it doesn't work. So the first thing we need to do before we get started here is we need to actually disconnect the battery. And on this platform of vehicle, whether you have a Traverse, Acadia, or Enclave, it's actually behind the passenger side seat. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now, but I'm gonna show you real quick where it is just in case you guys didn't know. So you're just going to take your floor mat up, and it's actually right under this cover here. You're gonna take this plastic trim piece up, and then this cover will lift out. You might have a T20 bolt in here. It's a pain in the butt, and I don't carry Torx bits with me, so if you ever get in a bind where you might need to replace the battery and all you have is a standard tool set, I personally leave the bolt out, but you guys don't have to. So now that we got the actual battery disconnected, the first thing that we're gonna do is we're actually gonna drop the dome light assembly down. And all you need to do that is just like a screwdriver, or I recommend like a plastic pry tool. This will work a lot better so that we don't actually damage the assembly. And so this is the assembly that I'm talking about here. So we're actually gonna drop this down, and all you gotta do is just stick your pry tool up here like this, and there's 4 clips, and you just kind of pry on each corner and the clips will come undone. From there, we have 1 wiring harness we need to disconnect, and all you need to do to disconnect that is just push down on this and then pull this out. That's hard to do with one hand, so I'm gonna set the camera down real quick. You're gonna have 4 bolts to actually remove this plastic retention piece here. And you'll see there's a bolt here, 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 and then there should be one here, but it looks like I'm missing one. And they're a T20 Torx bit. So this is the bit that I'm using. And it looks like that. So you can see the sunroof motor is right there, and I've already disconnected the plug from it, but unfortunately you can't get to it. It's up here. It's this piece right here. I don't want to pull down on this and like break it or cause any creases, and I can't get this out with the headliner still up. So what I've done is I got this tray out, and what I had to do was basically just manhandle it by pulling this down and then pulling the tray out, and now we can get to our motor through here. So I'm gonna go ahead and unbolt the motor. We have 3 bolts. And when you're pulling, when you're pulling this out, you wanna be careful because this wiring is ran behind it. So you kinda need to feed the wiring out of this. This is the part I got, and I ordered this online from a company called Phoenix Automotive Group. This is a used part, but as you can see, that's what we're going to be changing. So we have 3 screws or bolts that we're going to have to take out, and then we're going to have 1 electrical connector that we have to undo. There's the part number for everybody. So I've test fitted the new part, and I have this hooked up and I have the battery back on, and I just want to show you guys that it works. So when you get the motor out, it's gonna look like that. And basically you're gonna line up the gear with that spot right there. And then make sure all the bolt holes line up to those brass fittings. And then we just put it in the reverse that we took it out. Okay, I got the new motor up in there. And as you'll see, there's a different bolt up here. And that's because I had to run to AutoZone and buy spare bolts because one of them was bent when they came out, but I was able to fix it. Once you get the motor installed and before you put this plastic panel piece back up, I recommend you make sure that it works before you get everything reassembled. So I've hooked up my switch, got power on the car, and I'm just going to show you guys here. We are in business. So now that we've tested everything, we got the motor back in and we know that it's working, I'm gonna go ahead and button everything back up in the reverse order that we installed it, but it's really hard to do that with only one hand, so I'm not gonna record any of that. Just know that everything will go back in the reverse way that it came out. So we got everything all put back together, and let's just do the final check here. And we're good. So that about does it for this video. I hope you guys found this helpful, and if you have any questions, don't forget to hit me up down in the comments and I'll try and answer them as best I can about this process. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.